Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure to be with you again. I'm Mr. Khalid Khalifa here. We are doing, Global English 8 for students of grade 8 level A and students of grade 9 level B. And we are here, doing today a lesson number 3 in unit 13, and that's about, shops and services, as you can see here. So we're going to cover, pages 108 and 109 in your copybook, in your course book. Okay, so the objectives of our lesson today, as you can see, we've got the following: listening, speaking about celebrations, describing objects, listening to a conversation, and language focus, which is grammar, prepositions after adjectives and adverbs. So look at this picture. What do you think is our lesson going to be about? So look at the picture. Boxes of what? Very clear, isn't it? So these boxes are for giving presents, right? For giving presents, right? Gifts. So as you can see, the best present. That's the title of the lesson, the best present. We've got a question or two questions. What do you need to think about when you are choosing a present for a friend? Do you need to think about? That's my question. Think about this question and try to answer it. Think of the question and answer. So, what do you need to think about when you are choosing a present for your friend? So usually we give presents for certain occasions. We give it for certain people. We've got certain, manners or etiquette to give, certain expressions. Why we give presents? When we give presents, are we encouraged socially, religiously to give presents? Can you support that from the Hadith Sharif, from the Sunnah al-Nabawiyya? So can you give an example of Wallahi la uhudiya ilayya qura' li'ajabt? So, tahadu tahabu. So whenever we give, presents, that means it expands, the level of love and friendship and, all good deeds. So the question, and now let's go to listening. So we're going to practice listening immediately. So before we listen, we need to know what, task number 1, listen to Lara and Julia. We've got two people, two girls, Lara and Julia. What are they planning? So can you answer the question now? I don't think you are. So unless you practice listening, right? Let's practice listening. Let's listen to the conversation and then you can answer, the question. Just pay attention.
Track 26.
What do we need to get? Let's get a cake and some drinks. We'll need paper plates and plastic cups too. We can get those from the supermarket. What about music? We'll ask Mrs. De Silva if that's okay. We've got the room from 4 till 6:30. We'll need to get a present as well. How are we going to pay for it all? Well, we can have a collection. Good idea. We can ask everyone to give some money. What should we get her? Amika is really keen on tennis. She belongs to a tennis club. So I was thinking of something to do with tennis. What about one of those things? You wear it on your head. You mean a baseball cap? No. It hasn't got a top, but it protects your eyes from the sun. You know what I mean. A sun visor? Yes, that's it. That's a really good idea. She'll be really pleased with that. And some tennis balls too. Okay. Where are we going to get them from? From the sports shop. Because they won't have them at the supermarket. Okay, great. Well, shall we start by asking everyone to give some money?
Okay, now, what are Lara and Julia planning? Based on the listening script, what are they planning? Yeah, you get the answer. Okay, let's check the answer together. So you see, I'm sorry. So they are planning a party for a girl called Emiko. That's the answer. The second step, task number 2, still was listening, right? Well, still was listening, you see. Listen again and answer the questions. Where are the questions? The questions are on page 108, task number 2. How many questions are there? There are 5 questions. Please, first of all, go through the questions quickly, and then we can, play the audio script. Yeah, you've got 10 seconds for just, go through or browse the questions quickly. All right, let's go to the listening again. Listen again and answer the questions. You've got 5 questions. Okay.
Track 26.
What do we need to get? Let's get a cake and some drinks. We'll need paper plates and plastic cups too. We can get those from the supermarket. What about music? We'll ask Mrs. De Silva if that's okay. We've got the room from 4 till 6:30. We'll need to get a present as well. How are we going to pay for it all? Well, we can have a collection. Good idea. We can ask everyone to give some money. What should we get her? Emiko is really keen on tennis. She belongs to a tennis club. So I was thinking of something to do with tennis. What about one of those things? You wear it on your head. You mean a baseball cap? No. It hasn't got a top, but it protects your eyes from the sun. You know what I mean. A sun visor? Yes, that's it. That's a really good idea. She'll be really pleased with that. And some tennis balls too. Okay. Where are we going to get them from? From the sports shop. Because they won't have them at the supermarket. Okay, great. Well, shall we start by asking?
Okay, question number 1. What are the girls going to get from the supermarket? Yes. Yalla Ajlan, okay, go ahead. One thing, one item. So they're going to get for possible answer. Answer number 1. They're going to get a cake, some drinks, paper plates and plastic cups. That is answer for question number 1. Question number 2 says, what are they going to ask Miss Da Silva about? The possible answer here is they are going to ask her about, they are going to ask her if they can have music. Question 3. Lara talks about having a collection. What does this mean and why are they going to have? What does having a collection? Having a collection. So the answer, the possible answer is having a collection means asking people to give money. They're going to ask people to give money to pay for the party and for the present. Question number 4. What are they going to buy Emiko? What's the reason for their choice? So the answer, the possible answer is, as you can see, they're going to buy her a sun visor. So we put here to protect your eyes from the sunlight. Tennis balls because and some tennis balls because she likes tennis and she belongs. Okay, gentlemen. Question number 5 says, where are they going to buy the presents? Where are they going to buy the presents? So the possible answer here is from. They are going to buy them from a sports club or a sports shop. Okay. Now move to task number 3. Task number 3 is about the use of English. Prepositions after adjectives and adverbs. Prepositions, adjectives, adverbs, and verbs, sorry. So we've got 3 elements. Prepositions, adjectives, and verbs. All these are parts of speech, right? So let's first of all, go define, adjectives. For example, what's a preposition? Look at the table. Read the definition. Preposition, a word that shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and some other word or element in the rest of a sentence. Example, This, picture shows, examples of different prepositions. Adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun such as a person, place, thing, or idea. You've got also here some, examples of adjectives. What about verbs? Verbs. A verb is a kind of word, parts of a speech, that tells about an action or a state. It is the main part of a sentence. Every sentence has a verb, and you can see here, different verbs. They can be regular, irregular. They can be helping verbs. They can be modal auxiliary verbs. And so different transitive, intransitive. So different types of verbs. So in general, this table tells you, about verbs in English in general. So the lesson is usually focusing on adjectives plus a preposition. Look at this example. Be nice to your little brother. Nice is an adjective. To is a preposition. Another example. Are you afraid of spiders? Afraid is an adjective. Of is a preposition. Two examples for how you see the connection between adjectives and prepositions. Verbs plus prepositions. Look at the example. I'm looking for a present for my friend. Looking is a verb, isn't it? I'm looking. Present continuous. For is a preposition. I agree with you. Agree, verb, and with, usually, agree goes with, I agree with you. Okay. Now, let's go to exercise number 3. Page 108, course book. Complete the sentences with the correct prepositions. The first one written in your book is written as. Please omit as and write of. Of, for, from, on, to, and with. Number 1 is done for you, right? We can get those from the supermarket. Number 2. You see here, number 1. 2. How we are going to pay dash it all. What's the suitable preposition? 3. Emiko is really keen dash tennis. Also choose the best answer for this point. 4. She belongs a tennis club. Belongs, verb. I was thinking dash something to do with tennis. 5. That's 5 actually. Number 6. She will be really pleased dash that. All right. So number 2. What's the suitable answer for number 2? Number 1 is from. How we are going to pay dash it all. Let's try together. Yes. The possible answer is 4. 3. Emiko is really keen. Keen usually goes with in, on, at. Which one would you choose? Let's check together. Yes, it's on. She belongs at a tennis club. Belongs at, belongs to, belongs about. Which one would you choose? 2, isn't it? Yes. I was thinking something to do with tennis. Thinking of. And 6, she will be really pleased that. Yes, pleased with. These are the possible answers. Now let's go to exercise number 4, or task number 4. Task number 4 says, which of these does Lara do to explain the word sun visor? Sun visor, you see it? The front part of the cap or of the helmet. She describes where you wear it, what shape it is, what it looks like, where you buy it, what it is used for, and what it's made of. Choose from the list the words that, or the expressions or phrases that she uses to describe or to explain, the word sun visor. Have you checked them? Okay, let's check together. Yes, she describes where you wear it, what it looks like, and what it is used for. Now let's go to the workbook. Workbook page 80. Open your workbook page 80. This one, please. Page 80. Let's open together page 80 to see exercise number 1. Exercise number 1 says, complete the sentences in column A with the words and phrases in columns B and C. You've got A, how much did you, dash, V, you've got verbs, how much did you. So since you've got how much did you, I think it goes with column B, you can choose, pay, right? Pay. Let's try together. You see, number 1, how much did you pay for that jacket? It's really nice. I did number 1 for you, right? I did number 1. So complete the rest, please. From 2 to 8, you've got blanks, so you've got lines to be used for this task in particular. Complete exercise number 2. Complete the sentences with the correct prepositions. Here you're going to try the prepositions from your own knowledge or prior knowledge, and you can get back to the use of English and make, it might help you. Okay, let's go through the first one. I do not understand the maths homework. Can you explain it? Dash me. Explain it. Me. So the possible preposition here is to, isn't it? Let's check together. Yeah, it is to. It is to me. That's all, gentlemen. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be with you all the time. Please take care, pay attention to your health and to your safety. Thank you so much, and see you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.